President Xi Jinping on Friday urged the EU to join China in defending globalization and opposing unilateral acts of bullying. That was a clear swipe at renewed US tariffs under President Donald Trump. The comments, Xi's first publicly since Trump's tariff move, are also a sign of how Beijing is looking to mend a straining relationship with the EU to weather the trade war with the US. But diplomats and analysts say ending a prolonged stalemate between the world's second and third largest economies won't be easy. During his visit to Beijing on Friday, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez said there were opportunities for China and the EU to deepen their ties.
Profundizar esa relación bilateral entre España y China y entre China y la Unión Europea.
But he said it would be important for China to be sensitive to European demands for a more balanced relationship. The EU and other major trading partners argue that Chinese overinvestment in manufacturing is flooding the world with goods. Beijing accuses the EU of being protectionist. European diplomats, having seen years of discussions that resulted in no progress, are not holding high hopes for a reset. One, speaking anonymously, said China needs to show that they're serious, while another said China sees an opportunity for concessions but isn't really interested in improving ties. Spanish officials have rejected US warnings that a pivot to China would be, quote, cutting their own throat. Instead, Sánchez appears to be seeking to position Spain as an interlocutor between China and the EU. Recent developments show both sides are stepping up coordination. The EU and China have revived minimum pricing negotiations on Chinese-made electric vehicles, a solution to the bloc's tariffs imposed last year that Beijing has long advocated. All this comes as Trump backtracked on Wednesday on the hefty duties he had just imposed on dozens of countries, while immediately hiking tariffs on China to 145% from 104%. Analysts believe China views Europe as politically divided and weak after Trump's re-election, and hopes that tariff pressure from Washington will make EU member states more open to deepening investment ties with Beijing.